Hello and welcome to Channel's Book Club. I am Olakunle Kasumu. From a movie came a captivating children's book titled The Adventures of Lara and Dara. It's the story of two young sisters and their many life experiences. The book was adapted from the 2018 award-winning film Lara and the Beat. Its executive producer, Biola Alabi, who is also an entrepreneur, public speaker, and television anchor, teamed up with a writer, published author, lawyer, and history buff, Aduke Gomez, to write and publish the resulting children's book. Both ladies joined us to discuss the book and their commitment to developing enjoyable and relevant literature for Nigerian children. Enjoy this. Biola, Aduke, thank you for joining us on Channel's Book Club.
It's a pleasure.
Nice to have you here. Nice to have you here. Lara and Dara, the adventures of Lara and Dara.
Yes.
Dara is the right pronunciation, right?
Dara is the right pronunciation.
Through Yoruba son.
Yes, yes. The full name is actually Lara and Dara.
Dara. Okay. Most people create movies from books. You have created a book from a movie.
Yes.
Tell me that story. What inspired it?
So actually, I think both happened. I mean, I think you don't see as much of it, but I think it goes both ways. So I've seen both happen. But I think for us, once we finished the film, there was a feeling that we wanted more of these sisters, and we wanted to create we always wanted to do a book series for children. And so I thought, wow, because we've been able to see where these sisters ended up, why don't we look at where they started? And then let's also make that an adventure series. We wanted to really look at something that can empower young girls, that could be about adventure, a sense of curiosity, and really at the end of the day go into more of like looking at discovering and science and engineering. And as you can see, we already laid the groundwork in one of these. One of them is very interested in math. So I think for us, that's really what we wanted to do, was explore. And since we had already created these characters, we had already invested so much in the characters, we just thought, why don't we use the same characters? We have that sister relationship. I grew up with a sister, and we just wanted to explore what that would be like.
Okay, let's pull in those who are out there who probably have not even seen the movie or don't know what the movie is about. Okay, let's start from there.
Yes.
Tell me about that movie.
Sure.
And then you've already spoken about the relationship with this book.
Yes.
It's the younger characters of the characters in that movie.
Yes.
But what's the movie?
So the movie is called Lara and the Beat, and that movie was released in 2018. And the film was really about two sisters and how they navigate and manage their estate post the death of their family, and then the different obstacles that you run into. And so this was really a story about resiliency, overcoming difficulties, but really also how young people are navigating, finding their voice, their career. And so in the film, one of the sisters actually finds her voice and becomes a musician, while the other one finds also her sensibility when it comes to business and running the company. And so we sort of looked at these characters as they grew over the course of the film and said, I wonder what it would have been like to see them as younger versions of themselves.
So Lara and Dara here are the younger versions of those two characters in that movie.
Yes, and actually at the back of the book, we actually put the characters there in their current from the movie, and we actually say that we give a shout out to the film.
Okay, great. But this is a very special relationship both of you have. You created the movie, and then you had the idea of turning it into a book, and then Aduke wrote the book.
Yes.
How did that work?
I think of Biola as my producer.
Okay.
The same way she produced the film, the same way she produced the book. So I'm the director of the film, of the book. So I wrote the book. She said, she called me up and she said, oh, she's been thinking. I said, oh yeah, good. She thinks she wants to write a book. I said, oh, great. Can I write a children's book? I said, yes, I can. She said, am I sure? I said, yes, I'm sure. So we had a meeting, and if anybody knows me, they know I love children's books.
You absolutely do.
and it's something I feel very strongly about. So I think Biola was actually a bit overwhelmed. This was what I'm saying to her, when I was now reading off examples. Enid Blyton, Sweet Valley High,
Yes, yes.
Nancy Drew,
You mean-
all of those.
you-
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, you mean where scenarios where there's a different writer and
No, the types of
No, the
children's
type of
okay,
books.
there's
books.
types of
Yes.
children's
Children's
books.
books.
You've always spoken to me about not being happy with books, children's books that speak to or preach at children
Yes, absolutely.
as against just entertain them, let them have fun.
Yes.
And while they're having fun, they're learning.
Absolutely.
Is that what appealed to you in this story?
Yes, yes, because I think that, and if you even read the history of children's books, because children's books, even in the West, weren't a thing till perhaps late Victorian period. Even there, the children's books before then in the West were very preachy and moralistic.
Moralistic,
Sit
okay.
down, be good, obey parents,
yeah,
do this, do
yeah,
this.
yeah.
But eventually, children's books have to go to a place where they open the child's mind.
And their imagination.
Their
They're
imagination.
able to explore the
Yes.
world.
So that even if they've never been to China, even if they've never been to Greece, ancient Greece, Troy, they can imagine it. And it opens for the child in themselves a sense of possibilities. And you can, if you are a skilled writer, I mean, that sounds as though I think I am, but I've tried to be. You can infuse a moral lesson inside, but it shouldn't have to be bang, 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 bang on the head. So I tried in this to make it fun, to make it exciting. People have told me, and I've actually felt quite happy, that they laughed. And I thought, oh, good.
Yes.
So the funny parts did
They did
come over. Because
come out.
sometimes when you're sitting with the computer and you're writing, you don't know whether it's the hours that you've been writing are making you laugh because you are losing your mind, or whether it's actually funny. So I tried to make it lighthearted, but I mean, I think the girls in the book, they learn lessons. They go through some things, and Biola was nice because she let me have free rein.
Okay.
She gave me the characters and said, these are the girls.
Do whatever it
Yes,
is you want
yes,
with the characters.
yes.
So I was the one who suggested, you know what, let's put them in boarding school. Because children of a certain demographic and the demographic they come from don't have a lot of agency. Their lives are very regimented. The driver takes them to school, takes them back. They don't have free time to roam on the streets.
So you came up with that idea of
But in boarding school, the
they
children
have freedom.
They
They
have
can express
freedom.
themselves
They can
more.
express themselves. They can explore. They meet people from all over. I mean, the girls they meet friends from all over Nigeria,
yeah.
which also opens up more possibilities of further adventures.
Let me tell you this. I mean, a 9-year-old boy read this book and he absolutely loved it.
Oh,
Fantastic.
that's
In fact, I
lovely.
brought this copy. This is his copy. He wants an autograph.
Oh, that's fantastic.
For sure, for
That's-
sure.
Definitely,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Definitely.
So it's. I mean, that's the greatest testimonial
Oh, that's
you
Yeah.
can
lovely.
have for any book.
That is
Yes.
really
When people read it, especially when it's a book for kids, and they read and they actually enjoy
Yeah.
reading
Yes.
it,
Yeah.
you know. And it was nice watching him read without dropping. He kept reading and reading. Somebody who really doesn't. He's not a booky person. He's not somebody you get easily to pick up a book. You get to easily pick up a book and read. So I think it's working. What you're trying to do here
Oh, good.
is working. What have you seen in terms of responses from children reading this?
So it's been really interesting. I mean, one of the first kids that read the book actually wrote a handwritten review, which we posted on the social media site. And in there, he said, you know, I didn't realize how important my brother is, but now I'm realizing, and I want us to go to boarding school together. And I thought it was such it was such a sweet story. It was such a sweet response that it actually made him think of his relationship with his brother. And so that's one. And then the other one is we had an engagement at a library, and the teacher told us that when she read it with the kids, she made them do scavenge hunt, which is about Lagos, about interesting landmarks in Lagos, and write about it. And so once again, it's unlocking a part of people wanting to learn more about their history, learn more about Lagos Island, learn more about festivals. And this is the idea, is to open up not just the world, but even Nigeria to children, and have a book series that goes to different places.
Because in fact, one of my other passion, as you know, is history.
Yes.
So I infused,
Yeah, lots of
A lot.
Yeah, nice
just little
history
tidbits,
there. Yeah.
just so that people can think about, oh, okay, this place I pass every day. It's not just a space.
There's a story behind
There's
it.
a story behind the space. And so at another reading we did, the one with the junior achievement
Yes,
girls,
yes.
those about 60 young girls between 12 and 15 who had been gathered together by this organization. And so we did a reading with them. And their questions were really insightful. They were asking, particularly because this is set on in Lagos Island, they were asking me things like, is emancipado a real word? And
Yes.
I was like, yes, it is. And it means freed one in Portuguese. And it was so interesting to see that part that I had infused had obviously struck a chord with them, because they were asking those kind of questions about the historical aspects. And I thought, nice.
Is there a sequel to this?
In the works, yes.
In the
I
works.
mean, but I think one of the things we really wanted to do, and one of my passions was growing up, just my love of reading and reading series of books and books and books. And so we really wanted to develop a book that had that we can turn into a series of books, and also too, whereby children can grow with the characters and explore even through their eyes. So they sort of become like your eyes out in the world. So yeah, we're working on a yes, we're working on it.
Look, I'm really impressed here, because I'm worried that we don't have enough books for children out there. It's
I
a
agree.
big problem.
I
A
agree.
lot of books out there for children are imported from the West,
Yes.
which is fine, but that context of the Nigerian story, Nigerian history, Nigerian environment and all that is missing, and it's a terrible thing.
And I think it's not really understood how important it is to see yourself in books.
Yes, yes.
Okay? It's well and good to read the books from the West, but you must see yourself in a book. You must be able to imagine yourself in a book. And something else I would like to say is that attracted me to this project is that a lot in our children's books, we also have to understand that we've passed the age of where everybody's in the village.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so that a lot of people are, and it's great and it's good, but it means that the children who are in the urban don't see themselves
in those stories.
Yes.
Aduke, unfortunately, we have to stop. Biola, we have to stop here.
Thank
you
you.
for your time. Thanks
Thank
for
you
joining
so
us on
much.
Channels
Thank you.
Book Club.
And people
well
can
done.
find where to get the book on our social media handles, The Adventures of Lara and Dara.
The Adventures of Lara and Dara. They'll find it, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you
you.
so much for having us.
Thank you. Bye.